Word on the street is Trader Joe's recently released an Ube Mochi Pancakes mix. And I love Trader Joe's and I'll go ahead and try it if you'd like, but I want to teach you how to be self-sufficient in making it at home in case they decide to discontinue it, which they do a lot, and then you're left feeling robbed and hangry. It's actually super simple to make mochi pancakes at home, and you'll look like a boss in front of your friends and family making it from scratch. Also, before you leave later, make sure you check out the description for some goodies. Okay, let's start the recipe. Start with 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Then mix in 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons of glutinous rice flour, aka sweet rice flour or mochiko. This is different from plain rice flour, and it's what gives us that chewy mochi pancake texture. Add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch of salt, and then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I love adding powdered cinnamon because it enhances that ube flavor for me. Whisk this all up, and then set it aside so that we can work on the liquid ingredients. Take 2 tablespoons of room temperature or almost melty butter because it's so hot in the house. Add 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then whisk these together until the sugar integrates well into the butter. Then crack 1 large egg, which should also be in room temperature. Whisk these all up, and then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of ube extract. So this is the fastest and easiest way to get the ube flavor in these pancakes. And you can change the flavor if you want. Hey, what about you? What kind of flavors or extracts are you going to play around with when you make these mochi pancakes at home? Let me know in the comments. So after whisking all of that together, add 1/2 cup of coconut milk, since ube and coconut go really well together, and then dilute with 1/2 cup of water. I found that if I use a whole cup of coconut milk, all that fat made the final pancake a bit dense and flat. Or you can just add a cup of normal milk or an alternative milk. So once you've got all the liquid ingredients whisked together, it's time to combine them with the dry ingredients. And then just whisk until it's smooth. Don't be afraid to adjust it a little bit if you need to. Put in a little bit more liquid if it's way too thick, or add a little bit more equal parts of flour and glutinous rice flour if it ended up too liquidy. And then we'll start heating up our pan. The first pancake is always a test because the pan's still heating up and you're adjusting the heat and everything. Heat your pan over medium-low heat and then add a sliver of butter. This ladle I'm using makes about a 4-inch or 11-centimeter pancake. You can make it smaller or bigger, totally up to you. So watch the pancake and wait for at least the edges to dry out a little bit, or if you see some permanent holes from the bubbles popping. Then it's time to flip it over. Wow, look, it's a little brown. These are looking good, so set them aside on a plate and then continue with the rest of the batter. Fun fact, the very first thing I ever cooked was a pancake. It was at our outdoor kitchen in the Philippines, and my mom has a photo of little Janelle flipping pancakes somewhere. I don't know where she put it. Lower the flame if you find that your pancakes are burning on the outside without cooking all the way through in the middle. Or increase your flame if your pancakes are not browning at all. So this batch made about 12 ube mochi pancakes for me. You can double this recipe if you're feeding a lot more people. And ooh, here's my favorite part. Pour whatever you want over your ube mochi pancakes. So here I'm going to put a pat of butter and plain old pure maple syrup. But do you want to know what I really love on my ube mochi pancakes? Lilikoi jelly. So lilikoi is passion fruit, and I'm fortunate to have my boyfriend's mom make them fresh from Oahu. Only thing left to do is to dig in. Yum. Super simple and quick to make, right? You can make a bajillion of these at home as long as you have all the ingredients, and making each batch is only a fraction of the price than if you bought the mix. And like I mentioned earlier, the best part is you can modify the flavor to be anything you want. So I'm thinking maybe pandan, maybe vanilla, or maybe just plain, right? Let me know what you're gonna do in the comments. Tell me. Okay guys, I'm done talking. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It really supports this channel. And if you're drooling for more, make sure you subscribe so that you can get updated on the weekly videos that I release on this channel. Bye!